And then I'd be like, okay, take it all back. Like, reset. Just kill yourself.
Just kill yourself. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dysfunctional Duo, starring Spencer. I'm like slumping already. I'm already over it. Sorry, I won't touch anything. Fuck.
Find your positioning.
Ow.
Like, move your mic arm and get comfortable and then bring it back to you.
No, this is fine. She's fine here. I'm okay with her here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. Spencer's overstimulated.
I've been overstimulated for a while now. I don't know how to unstimulate.
I don't either.
Well, then that's my problem. It just happens. Whatever. I'm just angry at the world today. I'm in my luteal phase, I'm pretty sure. Not yet the blood.
Is it like angry,
anger.
like you're actively willing to get into altercations, or more just like you're angry in silence?
I'm angry in silence. Somebody was driving, because we had a big snowfall last night. Somebody was driving, no joke, going 14 through the neighborhood.
Hey, the roads are slick, man.
14 kilometers an hour?
Yeah.
Just stay at home. Go on a bike if that's the case. You're going faster on a skateboard than you would driving 14 kilometers an hour.
I don't think anybody who's on the road when the weather's like this wants to be on the road.
Well, no, but like...
No one's like, let me go outside and drive 14 kilometers just for the shit of it.
I do it, but I go like 103.
Yeah.
Through the neighborhood, specifically. In case you were curious.
Yeah, but you also hit a car in Walmart, so like...
I did do that. That was like, I had my license for like not even a month.
You literally drove forward, and then a car was backing out of a parking like spot. She got overwhelmed and immediately backed, like she put her car in reverse, didn't even look to see if there was a car behind her, immediately backed into a vehicle that was behind her, like waiting to go. Like the car it was unprovoked.
I know. You know what's funny? Sarah once told me...
I was in the car, by the way, so like that's how I know this story. I was in the fucking passenger seat when it happened.
Because it happened, like you could hear the crunch of the cars collide, and Sarah just looked at me and was like, really? She's like, you didn't even look.
Because I told Spencer, I was like, and we were going to Walmart to pick some stuff up, and I'm like, maybe park like further away at this Walmart because people are a little like not smart at this parking lot. We've seen stuff happen before, so just like maybe park a little further away. And Spencer's like, no, I'll park at the front, like I'm not walking. I was like, okay, then take it slow. 2 seconds later, that happened.
You know what's funny? He let me pay him out of pocket, so my insurance never knew it happened.
Yeah.
I just
How much did you pay him out of pocket?
I think I had to pay him $500 cash.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
For his, because I cracked the front. He had a stupid fucking Ford, and I cracked the front of it with a slight bump. My car was fine. My car did not have any damage.
Yeah, your car had nothing on it.
Not even a scratch.
Yeah.
But his cheap fucking bitch-ass Ford got a little crack in the front.
Was he mean about it?
No, I think at first he was kind of just like, are you dumb?
Yeah.
But then I think he was like, you know...
He's like, you're a young girl, you're obviously overwhelmed.
Yeah, he's like, mistakes happen. And then, like, we met at a Starbucks. I handed him an envelope of money, and he said thank you, and we never spoke again.
Wow.
He sent me a text message being like, I leave you of, like, any responsibility, blah, 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 blah. And I kept that for years, just in case, but...
Wow.
I don't have that car anymore, so fucking sue me, bitch. I don't know, that was my first... No, I was gonna say that's my only accident, but that's not true. I've never claimed my accidents, though, under insurance. According to my insurance, I'm an angel on the road.
Yeah.
I drove away from the second one, that's why.
You hit and run?
Yeah, it wasn't my fault, though. He was in a truck in front of me.
He was high.
Yeah, he was, like, fully smoking a blunt.
I remember this story.
And he overreacted to something that happened in front of him, but I couldn't see it. So he went from, like, driving normally to being completely sideways. And
he went from being...
Like, he went from, like, normal car to, like, all of a sudden he's, like, literally...
Was it wintertime?
Yes. So, like, I had enough distance that, like, I didn't hit... Like, I hit him hard, but because I, like, slid into him. I didn't have enough traction to, like, stop. Mm-hmm. So I kind of, like, slid into him. And then I got out and I was like, oh my god, sir, are you okay? And he was, like, puffing on his fucking joint. And I was like, you know what, dude, you're fine. And then I drove away.
Did he stay there?
No, he drove away, too. I think we mutually were just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Sayonara.
Yeah, fair.
That's the only 2 accidents Other than that, I'm a phenomenal driver.
Great.
Have you ever been in an accident?
No, I've never been in an accident, knock on wood, but when I was 16 and I had just gotten my license, I was pulling out of a parking lot and I had turned a little prematurely. Like I was just out of the parking lot and I turned and I like had just like lightly what I assumed had scuffed the back corner of somebody's car. Like it was merely a kiss or whatever. And so I was like, oh shit, I need to park my car and go check the vehicle and like, you know, maybe leave a note on the windshield because that was what I was told to do. So I'm kind of like a little flustered, but I was like, oh, okay, it can't be anything like too serious. I basically barely touched the vehicle, but it was enough that I knew that I had hit it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it wasn't aggressive. I was going very, very slow out this parking lot to like spot. And a woman was in front of me who was like walking down this, because it was like a line of stores and then the sidewalk that would like get you into whatever store you wanted, and then the you know, the row of cars that you could park. And she had seen it happen, and I was, because the parking lot spot that I was coming out of, a car was getting into, so I couldn't go back into this parking lot spot. So I was like, fuck, I need to turn and then go into another spot. And the woman assumed that I was hitting and running. And so she started running into all the stores and being like, a girl just hit somebody's car. Does anybody have this car?
What a
They're
snitch.
hitting and running. Yeah, like she like made it really dramatic. And so I got out of the vehicle and I was like going to look at the car, and she was like, you were running. I'm going to call the cops on you. And I was like, I was just parking my car. Like it seriously is not that deep. She was like, it was very Karen behavior. She was fucking lit. She was mad at me.
She was so excited that you did that.
Yeah.
'Cause she had that was her
And
moment.
I moved out of the spot. This other car got in because they kept honking at me like I was just taking too long, because obviously I had just scuffed this car. I was like, paused and I was like, oh shit. So this car's like honking at me and they're like, get the fuck out of the spot. Like I want to get into the spot. So I was like, okay, you get into the spot, you do what you want to do. Then there was a parking spot like maybe 4 spots over. So I turned and I parked in, and then I was getting out. I looked at the car. The car had nothing on it. My car had a tiny little white scuff, like maybe about that big. And the person who came out, whose car was, so I was like, okay, I'm going to leave like a note on the windshield. So I have like a note in my hand. The woman's still screaming at me. She's like 5 feet away at me screaming. The guy who actually owned the vehicle comes out, and he was like in a barbershop. We went to the same high school, so he immediately recognized me.
That's fun.
But we weren't friends. Like we weren't in the same friend group, but he knew who I was when he saw me. So I was like, hey, like I did tap your car, but it doesn't look like anything happened to it. I have a little scuff on mine, but like I'm happy to share my information with you.
Yeah.
Like, I was super open, and he was like,
no.
And then the woman was like still screaming at me, and he turned to her and he's like, shut up. And then walked back into the barber shop. It was actually amazing. So then she like turned to me and she was like shocked. And then everyone else kind of thought that she was in fact the drama, and then they kind of like stopped caring. But she was like making a big scene about it.
People crave that.
Yeah, and it seriously wasn't that deep. So that's the one time that anything happened, but it was literally like a gentle kiss. And my car got the worst of it, and my car, you couldn't even really see it. Like I buffed it out in a day.
That's why I don't stop for those. No offense, because I don't expect people to like, I don't want your fucking phone number on my like windshield if you tap my fucking car, because like it's expected to happen, you know. There's some parking lots that are just like pencil thin for like a parking stall, or like they're just built so stupid that it's like inevitable.
So I lived in an apartment building downtown, and I watched somebody do that to my car. Like I was looking out my window and I watched somebody park into the spot, go too forward, and like tap into the back of my car. And if I had my e-brake on, they would have done more damage. But because I didn't, my car like swung forward, so it almost rejected the bump. And I saw this person hit it, pause, pull out of the parking spot, and drive a block down.
That's so funny though.
Yeah.
Did you feel a certain type of way? Were you just like, LOL, oh well?
I walked outside to go look at my car, and they were walking into the building, and I was walking back at the same time, and we made eye contact, and we realized that she knew that I was the person whose car she hit, and I knew she was the person who hit my car. And she looked at me and she was like, she's like, oh, I was going to go to your car. And I said, no, you weren't, but it's fine.
Good on you for calling her out. But also, that's so funny. I wouldn't even made eye contact. I would have just like skedaddled in.
Phineas,
what is
here.
happening?
I don't know, but he's being too much.
Why are you like this? He just misses his auntie.
No, he's having clingy problems.
Well, stop neglecting
He won't stop
him.
sitting in my office chair when I'm streaming. Like I let him sit there once, and now he decides that is his spot. You have a perfectly good bed.
He doesn't want it.
I paid money for that.
He doesn't care. He said, I want what you have.
This morning, Phineas woke me up, and I was laying in bed, and I felt a paw on my head. And I was like, the fuck? I look up, and there's a cat towering over me. And I was like, I'm going back to bed, so I roll back down. And then I felt a paw again. And I was like, the fucking audacity.
It's like having a toddler, honestly. A furry little toddler chokes him out, though. I hope that was on camera.
Maybe, but probably not.
Maury. Jerry Springer.
I didn't choke him out. I barely touched him.
Chris Hansen.
I did what they call acting choking. Where like you basically don't touch them. Or like when you act kiss and you do this shit.
I've never done that. I wasn't an actor though.
Well, if you're not like pointing towards the audience and your like back is covering the person you're kissing, then in theater you could like cover like, or the person being kissed would do this so that you're just kissing their hand.
I don't know if I could ever be married as like an actress that does like extreme rom-coms. Cause imagine, I know it's supposed to be like fake or like it's acting, so it's not real, but imagine watching your partner or your partner watching you like heavily make out over the clothes, touching. Well, that's on screen for millions of people.
That's
to
like,
be like
bare minimum, man. Like, imagine your husband is Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey, and you're watching him pretend to go down on a girl.
It would be so. I could never watch the movie. Like, I would never watch the movie. I'd be like, no, thank you. Good job on your millions of dollars. No, I don't want to watch it.
Also, as somebody who did quite a bit of acting when they were younger, yeah, you catch feelings most of the time.
Did you catch feelings with all your like co-stars?
Not the ones that I acted with where we were in a relationship, because 9 times out of 10 they were actually also in a relationship.
Yeah,
like
usually.
They were dating, but you intermingle. So like I wouldn't have fallen for the person who was my co-star, but I would have a relationship with the lead or one of the other guys on set or something like that. Like you cross mingle a little bit. But one of the guys I worked with, we had like a very not intense. It was just a romantic scene. We were supposed to be very passionately in love, and his girlfriend was one of the cast members. Like she was one of the like main course members.
She was on sound,
and she was actually pretty concerned about him catching feelings. And so he came up to me and like we had like a very like serious conversation. And I went up to her and I was like, just first of all, like I'm 0% attracted to your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like respectfully. And secondly, like trust me, you have nothing to worry about. Like it's very much like, and we were close, but like in a platonic type of way.
Yeah.
And very brother and sister kind of like interactions with you. Like we would poke fun at each other and stuff. But she was actually pretty worried when she saw like our rehearsals. She was like, I am worried these two are going to fall for each other. And they were pretty fresh into their relationship. They were only like 6 months in.
Well, yeah, chemistry's chemistry though. You can't help it, especially like actors when they're like in that scene together.
I think it also depends, like especially when you're a movie set where it's like way more intimate. Those people are hot. Like,
yeah,
like those actors in Hollywood are actually like stunning. This is wild, but this is very accurate to what we were talking about. But this is something that I think about a lot. This might be our Roman Empire.
Okay.
Okay. So there is. Do you know who Jessica Chastain is?
Yes.
Do you know who Oscar Wilde is?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, I'm so proud of you.
That's like a first.
You never know actors
that's
and
literally
actresses.
A first.
Okay, amazing. So Jessica Chastain is married.
Love that for her.
Okay. Oscar Wilde. Or Oscar Isaac, not Oscar Wilde.
I was like,
sorry.
Oscar Wilde is an author. Yeah.
Do you know who Oscar Isaac is?
No.
Maybe. He is. Did you watch the new Frankenstein?
Yes.
Okay, he's Frankenstein.
Okay, love that.
Yeah.
Love that for him.
But
Good
he's
gig.
in a bunch of other shit.
Okay.
Like, okay, so I think he's single or was single when this all kind of went down. But they did a show together where I'll give you like the quick spark notes of it. They're basically playing a married couple who are going through a divorce, but in a way that like they're divorcing because they're in different parts of their life, not because they don't love each other.
Okay.
So it's a beautiful show, but fuck is it tragic.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to watch, but they did it so good because it's Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain.
Yeah.
They're fucking phenomenal. They rap, they edit whatever, show's coming out, they're promoting, they're starting to market the show. Jessica Chastain and Oscar Isaac start leaning into their roles again a little bit. So as they're doing like press tours, as they're on red carpets, they're like leaning towards each other. There was a thing that was captured where they were on a red carpet and Jessica Chastain had her. No, we're not playing right now, Phineas.
He wants to play so bad though.
Don't do this to me.
He brought his mouse over. Come on.
Don't do this.
Oh, it's so sad. He just wants love and affection.
If you bring it really close, I'll throw it for you.
No. He's like, I'll be close.
Don't break my heart. Fucking hell. And she had her arm on the back of his neck, and he turns and kisses her in the inside of her bicep.
Oh.
Okay? So
where's HR?
It's romantical. It's giving they're in love. And then people started talking. They're like, oh, she's actually married to this other man, blah, 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 blah. And they've been together for years. Like, her and her husband have been together for years. Jessica's really close to Oscar Isaac. They're actually, like, best friends. Like, they have shared that they are soulmates, but not in the way of, like, in love.
Yeah.
Fans lose their mind.
Of course.
They're like, these two need to be together. Like, so much respect for the husband. Get the fuck out of here.
Your time is over.
Yeah, your time is over.
Move on.
Sunset has set on your relationship.
Yeah.
And so
you are nothing.
They're
burger.
basically like, we want these two together, blah, blah, blah. And so the tragedy was, like, I saw a comment on one of the videos and it was like, were they co-stars? And it says worse. And it's like worse because they were co-stars, but they never could fall in love because they were in two places that they met at the wrong time in life, kind of thing.
Right.
And so people started creating this content, and how they talk about each other. They have so much respect for each other. They care about anytime they see each other on the red carpet, they're hugging each other. Like, there's genuine love for each other there. Even though it's not intimate love, it's not
right.
It's not married love, it's not. But when you play a role like that, like when you watch the show, you can see very much why these two do love each other. Like, you see the darkest parts of a person, whether you're acting or not, when you do a show like this.
Oh, they probably had conversations behind the scenes.
100%.
Being like, how do I relate?
Yeah,
this is what happened to me.
What happened to me? Like, you open up to those things, right? And so I'll see these videos, and I'm like, I want to scream into the sun because I'm like, this is my Roman Empire. This is like, okay, there's another show that is, it's this, but in a show. Have you seen a show called Fleabag?
I've heard of it, never seen it.
Spencer, dude, it is so fucking... you need to go home. Your homework this week is watch Fleabag.
Homework now.
First of all, I think you'd identify with the main female lead so much.
Okay.
But the love story is tragic.
Oh, I don't know if I like a tragic love.
No, you'll love this.
Okay.
But fuck.
Okay, fuck.
It's the same thing. You see these clips on social media of them, and then in the comments will be like, were they lovers? And it says worse. And you're like, fuck! You're like, ah! Yeah, it's there's something about, like, destined love where you just met at the wrong time.
But imagine being the other partner. Like, imagine being Jessica Chastain's husband. And he's sitting there. Everyone's saying, like, the greatest love story to ever exist.
Yeah.
And this man's just in a corner, like, fuck my life, I guess. I don't know what I did wrong.
But no one knows how she interacts with her husband. So, like, yes, it's all Hollywood. It's all rose-colored glasses.
They probably are, like, in on it because that sells the movie.
Well, it was the same thing as, like, Anyone But You, right? Those two co-stars. I can't remember either of their names right now.
Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah, and
then the other dude.
And then what's his fuck? I think his girlfriend left him because of that.
I would too.
Because they were so intensely in it.
Oh my god. I don't really... No, I couldn't. I feel like I'd just be way too insecure for something like that. I'd be like, I hate myself.
That's why actors marry actors.
And, like, even that doesn't last. I feel like to be an actor, you have to be internally single.
Also, like, yeah. Okay, actors experience... what if you're a PS? Are you ever getting married?
PS.
Unless you marry another PS.
Oh, PS. I'm sorry. I was like, what? PS what? PS I love you.
PSA.
See, that's another one where it's like, I don't know.
Because
she comes home from work and you're like, hey, honey, how was your like today? You know, did it go well? You got some in your eye.
I don't think you can say that in the podcast. So.
Oh well,
great.
Well, I'll like edit it out. You know what I'm fucking saying though. Like,
if you just put cocky, but bleep out the first.
How was your chicken karaage in the face?
That's disgusting.
You know what I mean?
How was your rice pudding?
How was your rice pudding? That's a good way to put it, you know?
I can't talk about this anymore. I'm horrified.
How, like, you know, was it good? Was it a nice Speedo? Did you get a nice outfit? Like, how do you have a conversation?
That's why so many of them date each other.
And
but like how, and I get it, because like you don't always catch, I'm sure you don't catch feelings in those situations. It's work, right? It's very clinical to a certain degree.
Yes.
Especially because like you have to get tested every single time you do it. Sometimes like women are like containing sponges as it's happening because it might be that time. Like there's a lot of logistical shit. It's the same thing like in Hollywood. Like it looks very intimate, and sometimes like you still haven't seen it. I'm still mad you haven't seen it, but 360 Days, there was a scene in that movie where they were like, how was there not penetration? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it looks like it fully set sail into the cave. You know what I mean? But, like, there's coordinators on set who are intimate coordinators who, like, specifically make sure that, like, nothing is touching anything.
That's insane. That's an insane job.
Like, there's, like...
How do you apply to that?
I don't know, but, like, I'm sure it pays phenomenal.
Oh, I have to.
Because you have to make sure each actor is comfortable. You have to negotiate. You have to tell them how. Because, like, when you see them, like, humping on each other, there's, like, usually padding between them. Like, they're not touching skin to skin.
I don't know. Sometimes you could fool me. You could fool me. That's movie magic.
And, like, look, okay, as a woman, I can understand maybe keeping it professional. But as a dude, how do you not get... Like, men... merely hear the whisper of poop and they get like sprung up. How do you not get turned on when you're on set like that?
Oh, they probably like tape like drag queens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like tuck it around, duct tape it in place so that like nobody can see anything. I've also heard that when men have like nude scenes on TV and their like schlong is out, it's actually silicone. It's not really their schlong. They can't show their actual parts.
Yeah.
So they make like...
Well, that's not true. They can.
Sure.
But not in an engaging activity.
No.
But, like, a man could be fully nude, just standing at the cliff of a mountain, and that could, in fact, be the actor.
That's so crazy. I don't know if I could, like, hey, Mom, I'm in a movie. Look. And it's just, like, full nudity.
Which is funny because there's that gray line where, like, a woman can show her testicles all day long. I mean, you get paid more. There's obviously terms to that. But... like, men don't show that genitalia. Women don't show that genitalia. Men can be shirtless. Women, shirtless. Even though the stakes are higher for the woman.
What do you mean?
Well, boobs all day long, man.
Period. That's our slogan. Boobs all day long. Every day, all day.
But, like, it's almost, like, not encouraged, but, like, women are... It's like, oh yeah, this is going to be a topless scene.
Oh.
You know?
I feel like
they don't silicone women in their tatas.
That would be crazy. A breastplate? That would be crazy. It's just like, it fully looks fake too.
It's like Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah. They're just sandbags.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like boobs. I've heard women say that they like hate nude scenes though. Like it's the worst part about being like a woman actress.
I'm certain anyone would agree. I don't think men say, yeah, I love standing to the wind fully nude.
I don't know.
I'm sure anyone's going to feel really uncomfortable when you have studio lights and 10 people staring at you while you're engaging in this scene.
And a director.
Lo and behold, you're PS and it's like fully out there. Now it's like there's no silicone to be had. It's all homegrown, baby.
I think PS would probably be worse. I feel like it's less romantic than a movie because with movies at least you have like those romantic scenes.
Yeah, but there's more of a requirement to perform.
I couldn't perform like that. What if you're just not feeling it? No, I couldn't.
Well, like the woman doesn't have much, but a man, you have to perform.
They're popping pills, man. That industry specifically is so toxic.
Oh, 100%.
Like, there's no way to, like, you have to.
If there was no money in it, nobody would do it.
You have to take the blue pill.
Actually, that's not true. Maybe some people would do it. But, like, much less people would do it if there was no money in it. But there's a lot of money in it.
Well, that's why, like, OnlyFans is hot shit. Girls make millions of dollars. I told a professor once, I was like, you know what? Some days I consider it, like, jokingly. And she was like, Spencer, no, you're too talented for that.
I've seen, like, on Reddit of, like, my secret stories or something. Like, I'll come across those on Reddit sometimes. And I saw a person say, like, an anonymous person say that her and her husband were struggling to make mortgage. And so she ended up deciding to, like, sell her feet for, like, a month. And
I support that.
And she paid off her mortgage.
I support, like, feet pics.
And she had to confess it to her husband.
She didn't tell him?
She didn't tell him. She was like, I'll just start doing it and see what happens. She kicked off, and then she had to tell her husband because she had enough money to pay off their mortgage.
She, like, all of a sudden, she's rolling up in the fucking Bugatti.
Yeah,
Is
she
that
was
a
like,
car? A Bugatti? Is that a car? Lamborghini, sure.
Bugatti.
Baloney?
Rolling up in the
You know-
Bugatti? Why does it sound like a Japanese console?
I know what you mean. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I swear that's a car, though. Somewhere, somehow.
Why is that part of a song? Rolling up in the...
Yeah.
New Bugatti.
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 Oh, whatever. She rolls up in, like, a fancy fucking Ferrari. And he's like, you're an accountant for McDonald's. Actually, that probably does make good money. He's like, you're a burger flipper. Like, what the fuck is happening? Well, I also step on cake for a living.
I don't know. I lived in a very, like, cheap place downtown, and many people who lived down there had fucking fire vehicles, but lived in a shitstorm of an apartment.
I feel like it's a give or take. Some people are like, their car is their, like, their moment.
To be so for real, I don't care how rich I get, I'm keeping my Nissan kicks.
I have a Fiat that will live in, I will be buried in that Fiat.
Yeah.
Like, you have no idea. It has its
I have
engine
no
light
desire
on.
to have a nice vehicle. Isn't that
No.
wild?
I've always felt the same.
I've never desired, like, I can't even fathom the concept of wanting a nice vehicle. Like, and I mean, like, I want a Range Rover or I want a golden tiered, like,
G-Wagon.
Like, I've never had a desire for it. So when people tell me that, I'm like, I can't even emotionally comprehend the feeling of that.
You know, when I am rich, when I roll up in, like, a purple punch buggy, like a Volkswagen Beetle.
If I'm rich, you'll never know, because nothing about my lifestyle will change, except I might want a bigger house.
There'll be signs.
No.
There'll be signs.
I really don't think so, dude. The sign will be that you'll get more things.
I do like things.
Like,
Sarah's a gift giver.
I very much would be like, okay, we're good. Debts. You know how you'll know I'm rich? I don't fucking work.
Yeah, Sarah's just always
I'll
at
pay
home.
off all my debt. If I'm rich, I'm paying off all my debt, and I'm staying home.
Honestly, same.
Because then I can live off of a $2 salary, because everything's paid for.
Honestly, same.
So, like, a $200.
That is
in this
one
economy,
thing.
you need to buy groceries and shit. But you know what I mean? Like, I'd work part-time or something. Like, I would be rich because my time would matter more to me. That is quite literally it. I don't need more things. I would upgrade my home, maybe, if I needed to. But again, it would never be like, okay, I'm rich, let's go buy a new house now. And if I did that, I would rent out this property.
Yeah, you wouldn't be stupid with your money anyways.
But I wouldn't get a new vehicle. There's a few things on my list that I would like to buy eventually.
Yeah.
But they're like a couple $1,000 purchases. And then the rest of it, I would fucking invest. And I would just keep turning that money. But if the only way you'd know I'm rich, like, I would continue to wear sweats. I'd still, if anything, this would be my regular attire because I don't gotta fucking do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I would not, if out in the wild, I would not look like a rich person. Ever.
I think I would go
Zero
hard.
desire for it.
I think I would go hard for the first little bit, because, like, growing up with no money, I think the excitement of having money would be like, oh my god, like, I can, like...
What would be the first thing you'd buy?
That's hard, honestly. Probably, like, realistically, a house. The first thing I would buy is a house. Point blank fucking period.
Mm-hmm.
Like, duh. The second thing I would buy would be, like, something so fucking stupid. I don't even know what it would be. I would buy, like a unicorn onesie for, like, $50. Something, like, I would never buy before, because I'd be like, that's a waste of my money. But I can buy it now.
Yeah.
And then I would like be like, okay, I'm good now. I'd buy like the Switch 2. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like something stupid. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm good now.
Your answer should have been a fucking PC and a monitor.
Oh shit. See, I didn't even think about that. Would have come eventually. The last thing I'm with you though. The last thing I would buy is a car. I'd be like, it's fine.
Yeah, I got a car. I'm good. Yeah, I have a few things on my list, but like it's turned down to like quite a small list.
My house would probably be like a dead giveaway. I wouldn't have a big like mansion because I don't want to fucking clean that. I'm not paying for cleaners.
No,
either.
but my house would be like a nice house.
It would be
home.
nice. It would be
a 5-bedroom home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think like the only way you would tell if either one of us is famous is we'd be like our gaming room. You'd walk in and be like,
I'd reinvest into that stream room. Yeah, I would.
Like
the dream gaming room would be ideal.
100%.
Yeah.
Maybe even like a podcast studio or a studio for us to like film whatever content.
And I go
we
on
do.
a really good trip. Like,
I would be
take me and my husband and we go to like a nice resort in a very beautiful tropical place and like have the most delicious food, but it would just be me and my husband. I wouldn't like invite anybody else.
Deadass, my trash can would give me away because it would be like all skip the dishes, like all DoorDash. That's how you know I was rich. It's because I'd be like, fuck cooking. Mm-hmm. Somebody else can do it for me. Mm-hmm. And they'll deliver it right to my fucking house. I don't have to do shit. Cleaning I will do on my own though. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I will do my own cleaning. I will scrub my own toilet.
Yes.
You can't touch that. Only I trust me to touch that. Nobody does it the way I do it.
It's so funny to think about that. Like, what would you do if you were rich? Like, how much would your life actually change? But yeah, I would have zero desire to buy like a new car or fucking like a Birkin bag or anything. Like, I have no desire to have a designer bag.
Birkin bags are so fugly. I don't even like most designer looking shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would just be like, okay, cool. And then if I wanted it, I'd go to Turkey and get all the fakes. Anyways, because they look just as good. I'd rather pay for the trip to go to Turkey and get fake shit than stay in Canada and buy the real shit. No.
Amazing.
Right?
Okay, I have to talk to you about something.
Oh, shit.
Very important.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I need to understand how your brain works sometimes because I need to understand how we got here.
What?
So when we filmed this, I filmed the podcast, and then anyone who doesn't know, Spencer is our lovely editor for our episodes, and I trust her with our content because she's a contributing member to this episode. And she'll edit, and then she'll be like, okay, video's going to be going out on this day, and I'll be like, all right, sweet. And then we roll out other stuff. But I usually, like the rest of you, watch the episode for the first time in its full process on Friday morning. So I'm sitting and doing some work yesterday, and like every other, I will say I used to be uncomfortable watching our stuff, but like I really like watching our episodes. Like I'll just put it on in the background, and it doesn't even feel like I'm watching us.
It's gotten a lot better for me. Every now and then I get a little like, ugh,
and like
myself.
I find it entertaining. Like
Me
if I was a
too.
stranger, I would enjoy watching our content. Anyways, not the point. You know, we're talking about Stranger Things. What episode number was it?
This was 65.
Okay, so I click on episode 65 and I'm like, all right, sweet. Let's see how I actually felt about Stranger Things, because I don't know what the fuck came out of my mouth while I was talking. That's the other thing is like when I rewatch these episodes, it's because I like don't know what I'm saying part of the time, because it's like it's just word vomit to a certain degree. And then when we really get into an ADHD tangent, then like neither of us are really coherent as to what's going on. We're just really along for the ride like the rest of you. So when I rewatch it back, it's nice to know like what the fuck am I actually talking about? Mm-hmm, and do I know what I'm talking about? Am I diabolical? All this kind of stuff. But Spencer lately I said to her like, I like your editing. Keep going. Like, you're doing great. And it's not your typical editing. Like, I would love to get people's opinions about the editing, because, like, some podcasts don't do any editing, and it's just this back and forth conversational thing. But is it, like, distracting, or is it enjoyable? Anyways, I told Spencer I liked it. So, like, I was like, keep popping off. So, I'm sitting here watching our episode, and Spencer talks about, what you'd do if you saw a lesbian in the wild. So, I was like, okay, curious. Color me curious. So as I turn hearing the word lesbian, I see her pointing to Trudeau.
Our former prime minister.
Look, I'm not mad and I'm not disappointed, but like, talk to me first.
You know what it was? When you think of a lesbian, you think of fuck
Yeah,
the patriarchy.
he's a very feminine man.
Feminine man. He said fuck the patriarchy. He also said fuck Canadian civilians. He's dating Katy Perry. I think that's pretty like.
What does that have to do with being a lesbian?
I feel like lesbians would date Katy Perry.
Oh, if we're taking the string and the thumbtack and putting it on the corkboard of our conspiracy theory here, she did make a song called "I Kissed a Girl" and I liked it. So maybe she's retracting back to Trudeau because she did in fact kiss a girl and did in fact liked it.
I don't know what it was. I like in that moment I was like I'm pointing to something. I feel like I should put a picture there.
It's just like you had so many options.
I went on Google Images.
Like you could have put Ellen DeGeneres.
And I put lesbian and I thought about it, but I was like I hate her. And like whatever.
That would have been so funny.
There was
though.
like Sarah Paulson. I was like, I could have put her, and then I was like,
we do not take Sarah Paulson name in vain in this episode, podcast.
Thank you. She's an icon.
Who's she married to again?
Some woman,
but
that's
she's
like very old.
Yeah,
she's like 90 years old.
But like, do you know who she is?
No, I think she's an actress, like an
older. Is it Glenn
actress.
Close?
No, maybe no.
Why do I think she's married to Glenn Close?
I didn't think Glenn Close was a lesbian. I mean, if she is, that's pretty slay. I just didn't think she was. But I don't know. Justin Trudeau gives me, like, let's be honest. Like, vibes.
She's not married.
Good for her. That's iconic. I don't know. Tell me how he's not let's be honest. He's giving, like...
No, I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying...
It's the haircut,
it's Holland Taylor.
I don't know who that is. It's the haircut.
Did you ever watch 2.5 Men?
Yeah, actually.
The mom?
Oh, like vague memories of the mom.
Did you ever watch George in the Jungle?
Like a long time ago.
The mom?
Oh, she's just
she's
typical mom.
Yeah, she's giving mother.
If you were typecasted, sorry to change the subject, if you were typecasted, who do you think you'd be typecasted as?
The girl next door.
You think so?
Yeah.
What would I be?
The friend in the background who pops off with her side statements.
Yeah, I would definitely be like a funky background character.
You wouldn't be a background character. You'd be one of the mains. But
no, main is crazy. Main is wild.
No. You'd be one of the mains, but you'd be like the one who like the main girl is getting like yelled at by the popular girl, and you fucking like push the main girl out of the way and go, I don't think so.
I'd be the Duff. The Duff friend. Dumb, ugly, fat, fugly. I don't know.
What?
There's a movie called The Duff Friend, and it's about like the friend that's like ugly.
That's awful.
Yeah, that'd be me though.
No, I'm talking about
or it'd be like the teen pregnancy.
Like, have you ever seen Ginny and
Georgia?
Yeah.
I've seen bits of it.
Have you seen the sister of the brother who dates the main girl and who's friends with the main girl?
Draw me a picture. The sister of the woman of the friend of the cousin.
I don't know how better to explain it. That is
the boyfriend of the mom.
That is in fact who she is.
But that would be me. I'd be the friend of the sister of the boyfriend of the mom of the cat.
Who else can I compare you to?
I feel like I'd be one of the girls from like the Dairy Girls.
You'd be like Hannah Montana's friend. Like Emily Osment.
Really? You think I'd give... Okay, but you would be Hannah Montana.
No, the fuck I would not.
You'd be Russo.
No, I'd be like... I'd be the girl next door that no one ever saw. She'd come over for butter once and I'd be on screen.
You'd give me Hannah Montana. I could see you in a blonde wig.
No. We already did that. It didn't work.
You could have like a southern twang to your voice.
No.
I can see that.
No.
Or who else would you be? You'd be like Scarlett Johansson in the Marvel movies.
This is all far too much.
You just wouldn't be casted.
You're giving me too much credit.
You'd be the coffee runner.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Did you ever see Free Guy?
No. Who is that?
It's it's not a person. It's a movie.
Oh, is that with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
I've vaguely remember it.
Oh, okay. That's not going to help
It's not the Mummy movie, so what do I know about it?
Okay, who would you cast me as?
You would be
No,
either,
I want you to be realistic here.
you would be like a main character.
No, I would not.
Or you'd be like I feel like you'd be like a good sister type.
Okay.
Still like a main part of the main cast. Maybe not like the main focus, but you'd have side stories where you're kind of more, I can see you be like very hyper feminine, very angelic, maybe like just in character, like very demure, but like would go through like a change because you had to. Like something tragic happened to the family.
She's giving contrast. She's giving multifaceted.
She's giving dynamic character.
She's giving
growth.
character growth.
Yes,
okay.
Character development. Like you would be like the girl if like in Walking Dead, where like at the beginning you'd be very demure, very like oh I don't know what's going on. I'm so scared. And then eventually you'd be the one like cutting people's heads off, zombies' heads off, not just people. That'd be crazy. Psycho.
Okay, we went from angelic and demure to like psycho bitch.
Yeah, that's your character growth. But like still like very hyper oh, Nancy from Stranger Things. That's who you give me. Oh, sorry. Like very like girl next door like you said, but like is more badass than like what you might perceive her as.
Okay. So typecasted and then no longer typecasted.
Kind of.
I would love to co-star next to Steve.
Honestly, me too.
I've been listening to his music lately. I think I fell
His
in love.
music?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Joe Carey.
Joe Keery.
Keery.
Keery? Yeah, you do. You know his... There's a very popular song that is his.
What is it? Sing it to me right now. In tone.
And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it.
Shut up. That's his song? That's him?
Another version of me.
That's him?
That's him.
Oh, he's iconic.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he could go down like that.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't
He
know
can
he
go
could
down
get
like that. He in fact can.
I didn't mean it like that.
Actually, did you know my husband met him?
No. Where?
And not
How?
only met him, he like interacted with him several times.
What do you mean?
He came here.
They're just best friends.
Yeah, he was at the same gym as Leo.
What?
Yeah.
That's kind of like a small world.
Yeah, so they came down to film Fargo.
Okay.
Him and John Hamm.
Love that.
And the gym that Leo was working at the time as a personal trainer, his friend who hired him on as a personal trainer, he works with like actors, Olympic athletes, all this kind of stuff. And they were in Canada filming Fargo, and they wanted a person. They were here for like 6 months or something filming, and so they were working out at the gym. And Leo's friend was the coach of Joe and John.
That's fucking
And so
cool.
Joe and John were always in the gym working out. And
so he had to, like-
Leo like talked to Joe like several times.
I was like, hey, how's it going? He's probably such a cool dude.
He said he was cool. He said he's just a fucking guy. He actually said like he's very small. He's like, for a guy who you see on camera all the time, like he's just a skinny, kind of lanky guy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he's just a dude.
I love that. I love seeing
even
celebrities
John,
in real
like
life.
Leo was like, John Hamm's old now. Like when he saw John, he was like, because he was like really kind of hypersexualized when he was in Mad Men. Like Hollywood does its thing, right? They make people look really good on screen, but then when you're not wearing makeup, when you're not under the camera, like, or under the lights and editing and stuff, like he was like, oh yeah, that man he's gray.
He's aged.
Yeah, he has aged quite a bit.
He actually looks horrible.
He's still handsome, but Leo's like, oh yeah, he's just
He's a
he
man.
was like, he looks like your dad, and I was like, oh fuck, like that's great, that's wild.
Is that a dig to your dad?
Well, my dad's old.
Okay.
My dad is
like
an aged
dad.
man.
So he just looks like an old dad.
Yeah, he's got the bags under the eyes and the wise little crow feet on it next to his eyes and the smile lines, and he
I
looks
love that.
tired all the time.
Is there a celebrity that you would like stop on the street and be like, I am so sorry, but like I need to have a picture with you? Like I need your autograph.
I always feel
rip open
weird
your shirt,
asking
sign my tit.
actors for pictures. It just seems odd to me because like, what would that even mean? Like, who cares?
Period.
I don't know. Like,
It's a bragging right, I
picture is
think.
to be like a braggy thing, and like I wouldn't necessarily. I've met a few celebrities, and I've never asked them for pictures, so I'm like, I don't really feel a need to, if that makes sense. But I've told them that I like their work, so I would interact with them. But it's always been, I've never gone out of my way to be like, sorry, I just chased you 2 blocks down. I just have to say, I really like your work. It's like we're interacting with one another.
So there's no one out there that you would be like, I don't care. Like, I'm at your funeral, your entire family died, but like, I need you to sign this like baseball cap.
Jane Goodall, but she's dead.
I mean, Ouija board that bitch out.
She would have been the only one.
Can you sign?
And only because, like, I just loved her work.
I mean, she was iconic. Her and her monkeys.
I did a project about her in grade 6. We got to pick somebody who was, like, a famous figure. And some people did actors and actresses. And I dressed up as Jane Goodall.
Oh, you're cool like that.
Yeah.
I think I did, like, Queen Mary of Scots when I did something like that.
Well, it was somebody who was alive.
Oh.
We did the same thing where you had to pick somebody who was dead, and I did Nellie McClung.
Who?
One of the famous 5.
Who? There's 5 famous people? Like,
is it famous 5? Fightful 5?
I just think the Fantastic Four. Invisible?
Nellie McClung.
Nellie?
Who also...
I thought you were going to straight up say Nellie Furtado, and I was like, my queen is thriving.
Sorry, it's been years since I thought about her.
Clearly. She's not that famous. Miss 5.
Did you just say she's not that famous?
Yeah, I don't know her. She can't be that famous.
You better thank her for what she did for us, you fucker.
I don't know. Did she clean my house? What did she do?
Okay, so first of all, she's an Alberta citizen, so, like, put some respect behind her.
She's dead now.
We had the same birthday, which I'm always really happy about. What did they call themselves?
The Fantastic Four. Okay, you can't call yourself the famous 5. That's not it.
They didn't call themselves... they are the famous 5. They didn't call themselves the famous 5. People called them the famous 5.
Oh, okay. Because if you come out and be like, hi, we're the famous 5.
No,
like,
I think they were called that after they got all the awards and stuff. Sorry, I'm just doing some research.
Watch her be, like, important to, like,
I'm
women's rights.
pissed that as a Canadian...
I don't know.
What did you just say?
They probably did lots for, like, women's rights. I just don't know who they are.
You're correct.
You know what? Sometimes I'm like,
they literally gave women the right to vote in Canada.
You know what?
They gave women the right to be women as an own figure.
Shout out to them. Hey, girlies. Thank you. Now I have to pay taxes.
5 women in Canada who let the rights pass that women could vote.
Love them.
So
iconic.
You owe yourself to all 5 of them. And you better say
I owe myself to them?
Yeah.
I think they would disagree. I think they'd be like, you're your own woman now. You do you, Miss
You haven't done much with their work, okay?
They would feel like, you actually set us back.
You
like,
called Trudeau a lesbian, so how much have you really...
They would love that. I think they would be like, you know what? That's cute.
Yeah.
That's iconic. Yeah. You do you. Because what is he going to do?
I'm surprised you never learned about them in school.
I don't think I ever did. To be fair, I went to a Catholic school. So did you, though.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I went to Catholic schools, and they do not like women.
I went to Catholic school in high school, so at that point I already had my own free thought.
Oh, I didn't even show up to those classes.
I went to public school for elementary and junior high, where my mind was being shaped. Meanwhile, your mind was being silenced by the patriarchy.
I look back on my specifically elementary school teachings and what I was taught in elementary school, and I'm like,
Did you learn about the indigenous people or anything like that?
Oh, for sure. But it's not what actually happened. It was like, it was peaceful. The pioneers and the indigenous people loved each other. There was a little bit of fighting, but oopsie. Residential schools were fine. They happened, but they were fine. It wasn't that bad. That's what they taught.
That was your curriculum?
That was and then I grew up and actually learned what happened in the residential schools and the 60 scoop and shit like that. And you're like, what? This isn't fine. These people were tortured.
Yeah.
They were murdered.
This was awful. Mass genocide, basically.
Mass genocide. And they just they brushed over it. And they're like, okay, make your Jesus painting now. It was so crazy. It was so wild.
Interesting. I guess it makes sense though. A Catholic school's not going to promote how negative it was when their whole thing's God,
Yeah, very much. And it was the same with I wouldn't say that they were necessarily awful. They didn't teach women are horrible people, but it was, at least my experience in the Catholic school was very patriarchal ideologies. So they taught women stay home and they clean and they cook.
No, they didn't teach you that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, your body when you have
What did they teach you in sex ed? Just abstinence?
you don't have sex or God will hate you. God will spite you.
They didn't teach you anything else?
No.
Wow.
I had no sex education. They taught me like the basics of like the pee-pee goes in the VV, like that's how sex happens. But if you do it
under the strict eyes of God.
yeah, if you do it at any point in your life, you will be immediately executed via lightning bolt.
Wow.
It was pretty
Like they never
intense.
taught you how to like put on a condom or
No.
like wow.
There were some teachers, especially in like maybe in junior high, but mostly in high school, that were like, if you need something, I will supply it to you. Like, we're human. It is what it is. But for the most part, like, it was like, you don't touch. No touchy. No touchy. Don't look. Don't think. Don't do anything. Paint your Jesus picture. Like, very much that.
Wow.
Yeah. I look back and I was like, I didn't learn dick all. If you're wondering why I'm stupid, it's because I went to a Catholic school. Shout out, I'm sorry if you're Catholic. That's nothing to do with you. It's just like the...
No, it kind of has something to do with you.
I mean, a little bit.
Just the overarching idea of Catholicism is a little... Anytime I met somebody like from our generation who grew up Catholic, they have this like impending fear of like eternal hell. And I'm like, that's really fucked up. Like, that is really unfortunate that like anyone is like, I'm afraid of burning in hell, or especially like really heavy Catholic families where like if there's mental health, and I've seen it where like people will have like a family member who's passed away under like, you know, like self-harm circumstances, and they're like, well, that person's in hell now, and it's like, Jesus Christ, like
literally they're like, oh, I guess they're burning.
We're still mourning, like we're talking about this, or they're like, oh, we gotta go to the priest and so they can get them out of hell, and I'm like, man, they wear Nikes under that robe. They can't do shit for you. Like,
I think what like really brought me over the edge was like somewhere in elementary, they're basically like people who have the sexuals out of wedlock, like that child is like doomed.
yeah, they're a bastard.
And I'm like, my parents were never married when they had me.
You're like,
so
but I'm a child out of wedlock.
I couldn't. I was like, I'm already like, I'm fucked up. Like, God hates me already. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I came into this world destined for failure. Destined for
Do you know, like,
hell.
back in the medieval age, that was, like, the thing?
Oh, yeah.
Like, women who were bastard children wouldn't get married off.
No.
And men were considered, like, lower ranks.
Really?
Yeah, like, even if you were a child of, like, a high-standing person, if you were born from another mother, you were the bastard. Like, Jon Snow is a good example of it in Game of Thrones. Like, you were lower standing.
You were nothing.
You could never be the highest sibling because you were a bastard.
See, these ideologies are just like now in my like adult modern life are so silly because like what like
yeah, it's funny
what
how
do you
things
even
change.
mean?
Yeah.
Thanks for like famous five, I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming you had something to do with it.
Yeah, maybe. God.
It was funny. Oh, are we boring you?
Who's we?
I don't know. Hey, how's it going?
I'm sorry, I'm just really tired. I was up till like 2 o'clock last night.
2 o'clock?
Yeah, my friend couldn't figure out a fucking level on a game I played.
First of all, it was midnight. That game was honestly so
Spencer,
hard.
we finished at 1.
No way. I realized I stopped streaming and I didn't say goodbye to anybody. Like,
I know,
didn't have
so
an
I
end
had your
screen.
stream up at the end because I was just like out of curiosity. I wanted to check. And literally the frozen screen on my phone was me on cam.
Yeah.
You didn't even pull me off cam. And you going like this, and it's frozen, and it says Spencer streams offline. And I was like, you just fucking...
I just ended it.
I literally ended the game, and I was talking to chat. I was hanging out with them for like 5 minutes, and then I ended the stream.
I think people were like, good night, Spenny, like in the comments after. And I was like, oh, shit.
You have to close out your streams.
I guess so. I don't know.
Also, get me the fuck off your fucking screen when I'm no longer streaming with you. That's wild.
I like it. That's
No,
funny.
that's personal. That's private shit.
That's so funny. It was like an Irish goodbye in the stream.
Yeah, you really Irish goodbye. It was wild.
That was a hard game.
It was so funny because we played the first one and it was like, it was kind of tough, but it was like fun. And it took us maybe like 2 hours to solve. This one was like, it was, first of all, the first one was like 3 levels. The second one was like 8 levels. And it was a level within a level. It was all Inception levels.
Yeah, literally.
And every single level was hard.
It was like progressively worse. And
then you think it was over and you can move to the next room. No, there's another level within that level, and that will also take you fucking hours
to figure out.
And it wasn't just hard, it was hard for one person.
I think that was the worst part, is like there would be a few times like in the beginning where it's like we're both solving puzzles for each other.
Yeah.
But then when it got to a point where like you just had to stand there and the other person suffered so bad
Yeah.
and you're like, there's nothing you can do to help them. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But just like wait it out.
Yeah. While the other person is merely on borrowed time in terms of sense of sanity.
Like the sword level, I actually thought I was like,
what was worse, the sword level or the maze?
Oh, fuck me. This sword level was hard because, like, I just could not comprehend what I was looking at. I think I was just staring at so many swords that they're blending together.
I'm going to be so for real. I think you were being kind of dramatic because once I was in that room, I was like, it's not that many things.
It doesn't feel like a lot, but when it's your first time and you're running back and forth and, like, I don't know what you're seeing.
I
so,
stressed
like, I'm in
zero
panic.
amount. Like, and, like, again, maybe I stressed less because I already kind of knew the run. But first of all, I thought the room was way bigger. You made it feel like you were running blocks.
I know. You're like, how did you die?
Like, the wall collapsed on me 3 times. And I was like, okay, she must really struggle to get back. I'm, like, running to swords and then holding the wheel. And then letting go and running to sword and holding the wheel. Like, the wheel was so close. And I literally just be like, boop, okay, hold the wheel. All right, keep going. Like, it was so chill. I got one sword wrong one time. And then the minute we were talking about it, I was like, okay, this isn't red. I'm like, it's literally this other sword that looks like that.
Yeah, you had time to, like, look at the swords prior, in my defense.
How?
I'm just, like, on the mannequins. Whereas, like, I'm just running back and forth.
It's true. I did kind of know. So that's why I'm like, you know, I'll give you credit because I had seen some of these swords, but I will be honest, there was a lot of those weapons that I had not seen ever.
Oh, probably. But that's how I felt about.
And I still got them basically first try.
That's
so
how
the swords
the
were like the swords were fine, but
once I got to the maze, like, and was instructing you, was it as bad?
But you know, flip it on its head. You did great with the chessboard, and I could not fucking figure it out. I for some reason I just couldn't. And then there was one moment where you moved, like I said, move to the right, and you moved to the left accidentally, and then you moved back, and they all fucking moved. And I was like, I don't even know what you just did. Like, I don't even know how to come back from this.
Again, I wish I'm glad that we've started to, like, dual stream now, so, like, we can go back and see what each other was doing, because there's I made funny some moments.
Like, the guys I had on the board, so for anyone who doesn't know, who doesn't watch my stream or Spencer's stream, there's 2 players on the board, and they move the same direction at the same time, but they're on different parts of the board, and there's shit on the board, so you have to move them and have them avoid obstacles, but you don't want them falling off the board, because if they do, then you have to reset. So you have to be very, you have to think about the future steps that you're taking to get to the end of the board. And they were 4 blocks apart, and somehow I got them in the same row. Which is so not the point. Crazy. Which is not the point. And then they swapped spots. And chat was like, what the fuck did you just do? And it's funny because the first time I did it, I apparently was quite close. And then I freaked out and I lost it. I had them perfectly. And then I said, go right. And I shouldn't have gone right. I should have just committed to going straight and taking a left. And I lost it all.
Oh my God.
It all went away very quickly. And that's when I was like sobbing and laughing because I was like, I fucked myself.
You could hear it in your voice. You're just like, you were trying to keep it together. But you're like, I don't know.
And then Spencer can only see one thing and she's only moving one character. So like I'm seeing a person who can move freely and she's looking at a person who maybe won't be able to move freely. So I'd be like, go for it. And she's like, there's a rock there. And I'm like, fuck your fucking rock. Move forward.
I don't even know how I didn't run into the same problems you did.
Lightning fast.
But, like, I don't know if I just got lucky with, like, however mine was arranged.
Maybe.
And yours was just, like, so fucky.
You were fast with it. You were, like, in and out. I was, like, that took me, like, 20 minutes to sort through.
Oh, it felt like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Sitting there, I was, like, all I could do was just move up and down and left and right. And I'm listening to you, like, have a fucking crash out. And there's nothing
I didn't know what to do. Like, and then I'd be like, okay, take it all back. Reset. Just kill yourself.
Just kill yourself. Gladly.
But then I knew that you were gonna, because the last level was a maze. And the idea is that you're in a maze. One of you is like inside the maze. You can't see how to move through the maze. And another person is guiding you through the maze. And but it's all timed. You have to get to a certain spot in the maze before the timer runs out. And then once you get to the spot, the maze resets. And then you have to do it again. Kind of like the Harry Potter maze in the Goblet of Fire. And so, but it's kind of hard to see, and you can't fully see which walls are down and which walls are up. And so, but you're also guiding a person who's moving in the opposite direction. So your right is their left. And so you're constantly having to go, okay, that's the left. Okay, no, that's their right. And you'd be like, okay, go in here and then immediately turn right, whatever. So on both our streams, you see us in our chair going like
we're just trying to
figure out where you would actually be going, and it's insanity.
I will care to say that's probably some of the best content we've made together. Was like that stream.
I hope it's funny because none of it. We didn't laugh at all.
No, we were not laughing.
I called Eddie, and then things got pretty good. But I will say, most of our content that we do, we're laughing most of the time. Well, at least I am. I'm sobbing laughing most of the time we're making content. There was no fucking laughs to be had in this game. It was just pain.
No giggles, no gaggles.
I giggled at the end when you were doing the maze because I knew you wanted to stop. I knew you were done, and I was like, don't give up on me.
I was like, I know we only have one more to go, but like, I just don't know if I have it in me. Like, I'm just like, I'm crashing this fucking
That's the difference between you and evil. I will keep going until I get it. And you, after 4 times, so, okay, I just need to talk about, we're almost done this episode, but I need people to understand who Spencer is as a person. This is where her and I differ. And this is how, I don't know if she makes me better, but I will claim that I make her better for this. She makes me better in other ways, that's fine. I am determined. I am a stubborn person, and I am determined. So if there's something I want, I fucking work for it, and I don't care how long it takes, how much effort it takes, but I will not stop. It's my ADHD. If I'm focused on something, I go until I am done.
She will die.
I don't care if it's been 8 hours.
On the hill.
This needs to be completed before I can move on. I can't have this be uncompleted and be so difficult and then have me walk away. I can't call it. It's so much so that like my husband will start a show and then he'll be like, I don't want to watch this show anymore. And I'm like, I have to finish this show now.
No.
I don't even like it. I have to finish this show.
No.
I can't have something unresolved. It bothers me. If I'm reading a book, I have to finish the book. There's only been a few times that I haven't completed something. It bothers me. It actually it's like an itch in my brain that I can't scratch, and it fucking drives me up the wall. Or like a little mosquito noise in my ear. I hate it. Spencer will give up all day long. She'll fucking call it after one attempt, and it's wild. Exhibit A, we were setting up the podcast today, and her tripod is a little higher than mine because how we sit is a little different. Spencer likes to sit a little higher than I do, so we always kind of gauge our tripods based on when we're sitting. And so Spencer, the tripod has legs that you can adjust, and then it has the base that you can also adjust up and down. And Spencer knows this. She knows how this tripod works. She's moved it multiple times. She goes to adjust the main base, unscrews it, and it doesn't, and then she pulls. It's not unscrewed enough. It's still tight. That's why it didn't open. And instead of going, let me loosen it a little bit more, and then once it's loose, I can move it up and down, she then proceeds to go and adjust every single fucking leg. And I'm standing there and I'm going, Spencer, just adjust the base. And she's like, well, I tried it, but it didn't work. And I stop and I twist and it's loose. And I start moving it. And I'm like, you mean like this? And she's like, yeah, I did that and it didn't work. And I said, for how long? And she's like, I twisted it once. Spencer,
you know what it is. I think, yes, you encourage me to go forward and keep moving in certain things. I would argue that you need to quit sometimes. I think there's value in quitting. I think there's value in just being like, you know what, not today. And I think you should, that's something you could adopt in your life.
No, because every time I finally accomplish it, I've learned skill sets to manage my stress, to have a gung-ho persevering attitude. It makes me work harder, and I feel accomplished. I did something.
I'm just here for a good time.
And if you're gonna be a streamer and a gamer, you have to keep going when it gets hard.
No.
Because guess what, babe? The games are gonna get fucking hard.
Everyone's gonna get mad at me when I actually start rage quitting. When I actually be like, you know what? And then I just end the stream.
I rarely rage quit. I think I rage quit once, and it was when I was playing Ocarina of Time. I was fighting the bingo bango bongo little bitch, and I had been playing him and dying probably for like 2 hours, and it was like
You fought him for 2 hours, Sarah?
Spencer, it was bad.
The government names are coming out.
It was really bad. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it, and I was using a Switch controller, and Ocarina of Time is meant for an N64 controller, so they're not very compatible. But the Switch it's on a Switch console now, so I kept like losing the control. Like I'd have his eye, and then the controller would like let go, and I'd lose the eye, and then his hands would come through, and he'd fuck me up the ass, and it was all over.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. And so I had to quit because I had to go to bed. I was working very early in the morning, and I was like, I can't explain to my boss the reason that I didn't make it in.
Because Bongos was fucking me up.
Because I couldn't complete a video game. But I came back, and I won.
See, that's my thing. It's like, sometimes quitting doesn't mean like you never come back to it. Sometimes.
No. But here's the thing, and I've seen it in several occasions. Your issue is that you don't necessarily give up, but you then choose a harder path instead of just trying again. Just start doing something for me. Just try 3 times, and if it doesn't work, then try an alternative. You go, doesn't work, alternative, and then you're there for 10 minutes, and then you get frustrated, and you're like, I can't figure out why this is happening, and then a more competent, maybe less hot-headed person comes in who's not a Leo and does the thing, and it works totally fine.
You know what's
Your
funny?
Leo side really comes out in a very ferocious way.
So yes, I am a Leo and I am a fire sign, but I'm also, my Chinese zodiac is the rat, but we're the fire rat specifically. So like I'm just surrounded by fire. I don't know what it is. I just give up.
But you get part of that as an excuse because I'm also a fire rat and I'm doing fine. I'm figuring it out. Although I'm in my head more because I'm an air sign. But I just want to let it be known. Sometimes at first you don't exceed, try again.
No. If I don't succeed, then I lie down.
How's that going for you?
I don't know. I don't think very good.
Just putting that out there. I just have to say that because this isn't even the 5th time I've seen this.
Oh, Sarah sees it like probably once every time.
And I saw it in you last night. We were playing the game and you're like, I want to give up. And I'm like, you're not fucking giving up. I was finishing this.
It was literally one fucking like
I wouldn't
stage
have let
away
you.
from ending. And I was like, I'm rage quitting.
I wouldn't have let you.
I was like, Sarah, I'm going home.
When we're gaming, and I'm going to I'm acknowledging this on our podcast so that if people who are in my chat see this, I want you to hold her and I to this. I'm saying this. I will not let you quit. If we game together, I will not let you quit. We go till dawn.
Fuck me.
If you're playing a game with me, and unless it's like...
I will complain, though.
Unless it's... yeah, you can absolutely complain.
I will complain.
I will not... If we're that close to it... If it's like fresh, we're at the beginning of the game, and we can retry later. Like, RV There Yeah, it was kind of like the exception to the rule, where like once you lose like half the map, you're like, okay, let's just come back later. But that, we were that close. We just had to keep going a few more times. We would have gotten it. I would not let you quit on me. I would not.
You can hold me accountable for not quitting. I will file a lawsuit.
Go for it. Did you see how some people commented the next time that the walls collapsed and you're like, Sarah? They were like, she's going to cry.
It was just...
It was like so late at night. Your boyfriend was asleep behind you on the bed.
He was fine, though. I was like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, what? For what? He was just like fast asleep.
Did you tell him you were streaming?
Oh, yeah.
Did he just like show up and surprise you?
No, he had to like go fix his car.
Oh,
and that's
okay.
why he came back like, super late. With the little tea, which was nice. And then
he scared the shit out of you.
And then he left for work tonight or this morning.
Like before you woke up?
No, he like woke me up to be like, "Okay, bye." See you later.
Oh, okay.
And then I go back to bed.
I saw him behind you and I was like, hey, dude. And she turns around and she goes, ah! The one thing I will say is anybody who does watch our streams and has recently joined Spencer's stream, the one thing that you'll see there that you just won't see on my stream is the amount of times that she gets jump scared. Spencer scares fucking easily. It's wild.
I don't know why though, because like I am the one to watch more horror movies.
You're so reactive.
But I'm just, again, maybe that's just part of the fire sign or the part of like giving up.
I don't know, but like you are shocked anytime somebody
give up.
exists in your space that you have not yet seen.
That's
the problem. It's like you forget people exist if you don't see them. You're like an ostrich.
Have I told you a story? I like screamed in Monty's face once because like I was in the shower and he walked into the bathroom without like announcing himself loudly.
Was he already there though? You had known that he like existed.
Like I knew he was in my space. Like he was meant to come in the bath, and like I turned around and he was just standing there, and I screamed in his face, bloody fucking murder.
Does your sister ever question it anymore?
No.
Okay.
She's just like whatever. It is what it is. She can, like, sometimes she can hear me from upstairs, but she's like, I just think it's funny. She just watches. She's a lurker. If she is watching.
That's so funny.
Or she'll comment.
You need to start playing some scary games eventually.
Eventually. We'll see. Maybe one day.
And just, like, put pillows in your windows and on your door and stuff just to make sure that
Padlock.
No one calls the police thinking that you're being murdered in the basement.
Did your neighbors ever, like, come to your door?
Never.
After, like, Halloween to be like, just making sure.
Oh no, because that was Halloween. I'm sure they thought that there was something Halloween-y happening, but yeah, you hit the new decibel of sounds.
I didn't think I was a screamer. I never thought I was a screamer. People don't often like seek to scare me.
No, but anytime ever that you've been scared, it's been this peak of a scream. It's never been oh my god, it's always this much. It's never, you're always
just dramatic.
Just always, it's
super
right
dramatic.
here. It's never, oh gosh, you scared me. It's never that. I've known you for 20 years, Spencer. It has never been that.
No, it's full scream in your face.
It's always peak scream.
People scare me in the supermarket when we like kind of go around a corner at the same time and like meet in the middle.
Do you scream?
No, I don't scream. I hold back, but I'll go like, oh my god, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry.
You're so fucking flighty. Like you're just so reactive every time. Like when we're filming and Leo walks up the stairs, not even doing anything.
He exists. Every time he's like, Spencer, I fucking live here. Like, what are you expecting? And I'm like, not you.
I don't know. It's so funny. Anyways, we need to end this episode.
Okay, bye.
If you haven't followed us on social, we're on the Dysfunctional Duo _ the Dysfunctional Duo on Spotify, TikTok, Instagram. That was like a
hic is
Dumbo hiccup.
The hiccups included.
TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, all of the socials. Check us out.
Give us a like.
Or don't. I don't know. You do what you want, man. And
new videos every Friday.
We'll see you next Friday for a new episode.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.